As the update continues, we're down to Atoma Health on Thursday, February 12th for a check presentation by Atoma Health Community Foundation President Brian Urshley to the Parenting Place Fund Development Director Aaliyah Hendrickson. Check presentation is what you'll see next as the update continues.
Eric Price, I'm the Marketing Director at Atoma Health and also the ex officio member of the Atoma Health Community Foundation. As I always remind you, the foundation is a separate organization from Atoma Health, but we work cooperatively. The mission of the foundation is to help and support health and wellness programs and organizations throughout Monroe County. So today, the foundation is glad to help support child development and strengthen families here in Monroe County. The donation today is being presented to Parenting Place. And with us today is from the Parenting Place, the Fund Development Director, Aaliyah Hendrickson. Nice to see you.
Hello. And
we also have with us the Foundation President, Brian Urshley. Maybe what we'll do is, Brian, you want to just tell a little bit about how much money the foundation is donating and how the foundation helps to support groups.
We are donating happily today $3,000 to the parenting group. It was a unanimous decision amongst the board members that we would help fund Leah and their organization. You guys seem to be doing such a nice job in Toma.
Okay, thanks, Brian. Leah, you want to tell a little bit about yourself and also about how the money's going to be used in Monroe County?
yeah, so as Eric said, I'm the Fund Development Director here at Parenting Place, and this generous donation will be going towards our playgroup program that we have in the Toma Recreation Station. And this program is one of our most popular programs, and we have seen over the past couple of years the increase in demand. So we see families who may be new to the area or first-time parents come and they bring their young children to this group, and they get connected, and they form friendships and supportive networks with one another, and really help strengthen our communities and help get connected with other resources that this amazing community has to offer.
All right, great. Well, thank you. We'll do a little photo, and then you can do some individual interviews of everyone. Good. And I'll get a couple. Leah, can you put your side of the check down for me just a little bit? There we go. We don't want you to look like a dancing head behind you.
All right, Brian Urshley, 2026, February 2026. So now the ball starts rolling for more check presentations. Parenting Place today, $3,000 amount. How do you come up with the dollar amount? We talked about this before. It varies from $1,000 to $3,000. But why is the variation there, Brian?
Well, so the parenting group asked for their donation of a set value, and the board just looked at their letter, who they are, who they represent in the community, and we just said, let's give them what they're asking for. That's not always the case, but it was in this particular instance. We felt that they are really a great organization here locally.
First check presentation from the foundation for 2026. In a typical year, this won't be the only one, right? How many check presentations do we anticipate this year, Brian?
Probably at least 5. We've had some interesting years. There's been some donations, end-of-life donations recently, and it's really helped the foundation in our givings. We couldn't be happier with those donations and the ability to help our community.
We talked about this before. For the people joining us for the first time, though, group organization like the Parenting Place, they need your help. How do they make that happen?
Well, they reach out to the foundation through Eric Price here at the hospital, and that either can happen online or in person. And we request that they write a request for the particular donation, and then the board sees it, reviews it, and decides what to do.
And one final thought for the people just joining us. No affiliation between the foundation and Atoma Health, right?
No
You guys are
affiliation.
not connected, right?
We are not.
Hey, thank you for your time. The Olympics are going on right now. You talked about the Olympics. Are you getting into that right now?
I love the Olympics.
What's your favorite sport?
Cross-country skiing.
Why's that?
I loved cross-country skiing.
Okay.
It's
Hey.
wonderful.
Brian, thanks for talking with me. I'm sure a couple months down the road we'll be back here and talk again. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, we're talking right now with Leah Hendrickson. Westby graduate, right?
Yes, yeah.
All right, Parenting Place, for people not familiar with it, let's start there. Who's it for? Who's the Parenting Place for?
The parenting place is for any adult who is caring for children. So this is for parents, grandparents, any sort of child caregiver. We help them get access to resources that help them nurture their children, and our goal is that all children will thrive because of this.
Okay, so resources, give me an idea of what you can help parents with. What can you help them with?
Yeah, so we have an abundance of resources at our organization. We have parent education programming, which is a wide variety. It can range from toilet training workshops to helping deal with teens with bullying. We have a wide variety of education for parents, for kids of all ages. And then we also have resources for child care providers who, want to get licensing or permits to become a child care provider. We help them. We also help parents find child care, so we do enhanced referrals. So they, if a parent's new to the area and they don't know any child care providers, we provide a list for them and help them figure out what works for their schedule and their demands with child care. And we also have a diaper bank, so that is one of our more tangible resources. Every week from Toma, Sparta, and La Crosse offices, we distribute almost 5,000 diapers per week for
Wow.
families in the community.
Any criteria they need to meet to go be part of your program? Any criteria they need to meet?
No, not at all. We welcome parents and caregivers of all backgrounds, and we don't have a threshold that they need to meet at all, even if it's for a diaper bank. We don't require an income requirement, or they have to be located in a certain area. We have no requirements for them.
All right, last time I did an interview involving Parenting Place.
Yeah.
They were located in Glory Day Lutheran Church.
Yes.
You're not there anymore, but you're in a great new spot, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. We are now located in the Toma Recreation Station, which is an incredible partnership that we've come across with the city of Toma, because this area really highlights how amazing our playgroup programming can be. So right now, that is where we are hosting our playgroups. So every week, we invite parents from around the area to come to the recreation station, where their kids just get 90 minutes of free play, and they get to develop and socialize with other kids their age, and parents get to connect with other parents and other caregivers, and share struggles and share achievements that they might be going through as parents.
Yeah, it was an old fire department, and they moved into obviously a new building,
Yes.
and everybody thought, what's going to happen with this building? And Joe Protz really came up with a great idea, and it's really a hot item in Toma right now, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it is. When we first announced that we would be over there, we saw such an uptick in people wanting to attend the playgroups now, because it's such an amazing, what they've done with the building has been so incredible for really helping what Toma needs in the area, and that's a place to gather with other people and, find that third place of connection and learning.
So Leah, as part of Parenting Place, what's a typical day? Is every day different? Do you have a typical day?
Every day, I would say every day is different. Because we do such an abundance of programming, a lot of times our staff are traveling to different areas because we have programming in Toma, Sparta, and La Crosse, so we're traveling a lot. Our staff are, at least for a lot of the parent education programming, and same for the child care, for the ECE staff, our early child care education staff as well, so it's always changing.
We talked about it earlier, but just to go back and refresh what we saw earlier prior to the check presentation, $3,000 check. Where do you see this money going? It's staying local, correct?
Yes, it is staying local. It is going towards our Toma playgroup programming at the recreation station. So this is going to help provide continual access for parents in this community to this programming, because as I mentioned previously, we've seen such an uptick in demand for parents attending this programming. So this incredible contribution from the Toma Health Community Foundation really will help continue access for this program.
If people have never been, what you're talking about, Recreation Station on Arthur Street, they need to check it out. It's a really neat place.
Yeah.
What about volunteers? You need volunteers? Is that part of your program?
Yeah, so we do. We have always a love for volunteers. We do. We have some like bigger events in the year. Our Family Fun Expo, our Children's Festival, that we always love to have volunteers at. And then there are occasionally sometimes that we need help with volunteers for programming, and
Sure.
we really see a great community of volunteers and helping out our parent educators with, the childcare access of the playgroups and everything. So.
As we wrap it up, Lee, a couple of things. Hours at the parenting place or what?
Oh,
You
excuse
have set hours at the parenting place?
Yes, so our set hours are usually 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Monday through Friday.
And I would guess there's a website if people need more info they can go to?
Yes, yeah, we have our website, has all the information that they might need, and we've recently updated our website, so it's super easy for people who are interested about programming. We have a calendar that lets them know what programming is happening on which day and where they can attend it.
And how many years have you been a part of it?
I've been a part of the parenting place for 2 years now. So.
2 years, wow. And I'm assuming you don't live in Toma?
No, I live in Coon Valley, actually, so
Okay.
this is...
All right, I've heard of the parenting place. Maybe people looking in have not heard of the parenting place. Does that surprise you or not?
It doesn't necessarily surprise me, I would say, because a lot of times, like our playgroup programming and our diaper bank are the first time people have heard of us. And we're really trying to make our name and our organization known, because we want people to think, oh, it's the parenting place. If I have any concern about wanting to help or access to resources, I know to contact them if I'm looking for those.
And you mentioned the diaper. People would be surprised. I bet you go through a lot of diapers, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Like I mentioned, we distribute 5,000
Yeah.
diapers a week. So we are thankful enough, because we are a registered diaper bank, that we can purchase them wholesale. So every couple of weeks, we get a semi-truck full of diapers.
Okay, as we briefly wrap it up with Lee Hendrickson from the parenting place. Talk about the place in Sparta. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our place in Sparta is located in the Sparta Elementary School Administration Building. We host programming like our playgroup in Sparta and our diaper bank in Sparta in this building. It's been a great collaboration with the Sparta School District, and we are incredibly thankful that we get to work with partners like Toma Recreation Station, Sparta Elementary School, that we're able to have these programming outsourced to so many people in the community.
Hey, Leah, thank you for sticking around and making time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been incredible.
So on this portion of the update, we take you back to Thursday, February 12, down here at Toma Health for a check presentation from Toma Health Community Foundation President Brian Urshley to the Parenting Place Fund Development Director, Aaliyah Hendrickson. We hope you enjoyed it here on the update. All right, to wrap up the update, talk with Irma Keller down at the Toma Public Library. Irma, you are the director down here, and you love what you do, don't you?
I love what I do. This is the best job ever.
Now, there was a time when you could actually talk at a council or committee of the whole meeting. Very rarely do you get to talk anymore.
I know.
So keeping that in mind, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about stuff people need to know what's going on at the library, including library plans for Makerspace. Talk about that for me.
Makerspace is a place in a library or a community center where people can come, the community can come and make things. In our case, we are hoping to have a space where people can use 3D printers. This past Christmas, during our annual Christmas fundraiser, the Friends of the Library raised money to purchase 3D printers. The hope is that we will be able to buy 3 or 4 of the printers. We will get educated on how to use the printers, and then we can have people from the community come in and learn how to use the printers and use the printers here for free and make things.
This is something that's been in the works for a while, right? You've been thinking about this for quite a while, right?
We have thought about it when when 3D printers first came out, they were incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
So we would not have been able to afford one, let alone three or four. 3D printers have come down dramatically in price, so we're hoping, like I said, to be able to get 3 or 4 here.
Time frame, we hope to have this up and going by June, is that the time frame?
That is the hope, by the end of June, to get those in here. And it's going to involve quite a bit, not just purchasing the 3D printers, but also we are going to have to do some remodeling of some of our current space. Right now, my office is very big, and it used to be a conference room, but that changed at one point. It has been my office since then. With the ability to make the possibility of having a makerspace, we're going to work on making my office, the director's office, we're going to kind of cut that in half and have half of that be the new makerspace.
So downtown, downstairs of the library is where this is going to be. So downstairs will look a little bit different when it's all said and done? Will it look a little bit different?
It will
Yeah.
look a little bit different as you
Yeah.
come in. The plan, the hope is that when you come in the entrance on the Monroe Street side, that Monroe Street entrance, there is a ramp, and what it looks like now is you have hallway
Yeah.
on both sides. One of the left side will be windowed so that we can actually, so people aren't boxed in this space. There'll be windows where we can, people can look in and people can look out.
And this is something a lot of libraries already have, so it's something that's nothing real new, right?
No, we're not groundbreaking here. There are a lot of libraries that have maker spaces. We want to start out with 3D printers, and who knows what else we will be able to do. I would ideally also like to have some things that people can take out, things like maybe baking pans or sewing machines, things that people might not have a use for consistently, but a one-time thing. One of the things that people have is one of those detectors, like they use metal detectors. So to have something like this where if somebody wants to borrow it just to see what it's like.
And just recently, talking with you off the air, you're now in the Winding Rivers system. As somebody that would use the library on a regular basis, is that a good thing?
Well, yes, it is. Unfortunately, one of the things that, thank you, Greg, for giving me this opportunity to explain this,
Yeah.
because the Winding River system, being part of the system, isn't free. And I think we've had some pushback, unfortunately, in the past from people who don't understand that it's not for free. For example, this year we'll pay $13,000 to be part of the system, and that I anticipate will go up every year. What we had done in the past was, instead of spending money to be part of the system, we would use that money to buy new books for our patrons. It's a give and take. We joined the Winding River system because of threatened cuts from the federal government to library funds, which meant that we would be limited what we could borrow for our patrons. So being part of the Winding Rivers library system, aside from the fact that they're wonderful people over there, they have been fantastic. The entire leadership, the staff over at Winding Rivers has been fantastic. On top of that, we'll be able to borrow books within the system, and that's quite a few libraries that we can then borrow books from, and we won't have to worry about cuts to our budget, our cuts to library services that would come from the federal government.
So the bottom line, it's a good thing.
Given the current situation, yes, it is a good thing. It was nice to be able to use that money for books for our community.
Let's go back to the time when you were able to talk at a city meeting. Very rarely do we see you anymore, so that's again while you and I are sitting down. But you would always talk about, I have new books, and the council just loved the new books you would have. How do you come up with the idea, Irma, for the new books?
Well, I am part of being, part of this job being so wonderful is that I get to pick some of the books. So when I would go before the council, I would generally know what was new out there, especially the things that I had ordered. And I try to be very careful about what I order in terms of trying to get it something that would be popular with our community. So you're usually seeing when I speak in front of the council, I talk only about a few books that, I highlight only a few books, but we definitely have a lot more. Given the time constraints, I can't tell about all of the books, or I wasn't able to talk about all of the books. I try to pick the ones that I think would be most popular with viewers, with the council.
Lots of books in this library, Irma. Do you have a favorite?
Excuse me. I am a big fan of a book called A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole, and it won a Pulitzer Prize. It's an old book, but pretty hilarious. I do read a lot of nonfiction, and of course, at this moment, everything escapes me, but A Confederacy of Dunces.
Somebody comes in and looking for a particular book. You don't have it. I know you can get it from other libraries. Does that happen a lot?
That's hard to say, Greg. Maybe
Yeah.
about, it's hard to say. We have a lot of books. We try to keep our finger on the pulse of what is popular, what the community would want. So a lot of books that people come in asking for, we already have. We would probably be borrowing books that are, are not as popular or are old and
Sure.
we don't have in our collection anymore.
Talking now with Irma Keller, head librarian down to the Toma Public Library. Irma, movies for grown-ups. That's been going on for a while, and
Yes.
that's worked out pretty well, hasn't it?
Yeah. I have to give credit to Cynthia Thomas, who is the adult librarian, and she came up with the idea of having movies about once a month or so for adults. Big people, as I
Yep.
like to call it. They're
Yep.
big people movies,
Yep.
and it has. We have a strong core of people who come to every one of them, and we always welcome others.
So the obvious question is, who decides? So you have another one coming up the end of this month, February 26th. So who decides what the movie is going to be, Irma? How does that all come together?
Well, we have to pay for licensing, so we can't just show anything.
Right.
So based on what's available with the licensing for that month, then Cynthia will go through and look to see what might be, again, like choosing books. You look to see what might be the most popular in the community.
So are you happy with the numbers that have come to your movies? Are you happy with that?
We always want more. We are happy, but we always
Yeah.
want more. We want more people to come and come and see a free movie and free popcorn
Yep.
and good conversation, especially in times like such hard economic times now. We do have that available.
And you have I know you have a big fancy screens, surround sound, correct? Free popcorn still?
Yes.
Maybe not surround sound, but
Yeah, we have. Yeah, good sound.
all right. If you were at a city meeting talking, you always like to talk about your sign outs. It's the best sign in Toma, right? Your outside sign?
I think so.
Yeah.
The fire department might disagree, but we like ours.
Let's jump back. We did touch on the movies for grown-ups, but we should also mention, not to play favorites, you also have movies for kids also, right? Talk about that for me.
Mr. Dave, who is
Yeah.
the best children's librarian ever,
Yes.
ever
Yep.
in the
Yep.
entire world,
Yep.
Mr. Dave will pick a movie, and it's usually a very current movie, something that's very current, even though he did show Mighty Ducks last time, I think he had the Mighty Ducks. But usually it's a current movie, and we get a lot of people coming to those. A lot of families will bring their children.
And he also reads the kids, what is it, every Tuesday morning, Dave? Does that?
Mr. Dave, again,
Yeah.
reads on Monday night, and he reads on Tuesday morning, and he does a baby time on Wednesday, so pretty busy.
All right, to wrap it up, the main thing you said, you're really busy right now. I said, what's the main thing going on? You said it's your annual report.
Yes.
So keeping that in mind, I'm taking you away from that probably. I do appreciate you. Hey, I walked in here, you had no clue I was coming.
No
and
clue.
And you were actually nice enough to say, hi, hey, I will do, and I appreciate
Sure.
that.
Sure. Normally I would have a full face of makeup on, but Greg
Yep,
caught me.
Yep, yep. Irma, thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll
Absolutely.
talk a little more down the road.
That would be
Appreciate your
great.
time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greg.
I'd like to call the meeting of the Committee of the Whole to order. To begin with a pledge of allegiance. And let's start off with roll call.
All right, Paul Dwyer, Travis Schulze,
Here.
Richard Yarrington,
Present.
John Glenn,
Here.
Sean Zabinski,
Here.
Mitchell Kale,
Here.
Patrick Devine,
Here.
Nellie Pater,
Here.
and Dean Peterson.
Here.
Well, thank you. And let's begin with the approval of the minutes from January 12th, 2026.
Motion to approve the minute.
Second.
We have a motion to approve in a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? They're approved. Motion carries. The next is the acceptance of the monthly reports. The city administrator monthly report, the city clerk monthly report, the city treasurer monthly report, expenditures with comparison to budget report, the cash and investment schedule, the Parks and Recreation monthly report, the police department monthly report, the public safety monthly report, Public Works and Utilities monthly report, the Senior and Disabled Services Department monthly report, the Toma Public Library monthly report, the Zoning Department monthly report, the Greater Toma Area Chamber of Commerce monthly report, and the Toma Public Housing Authority monthly report.
I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion to approve in a second. And before we begin further discussion, I just wanted to add that our discussion at this point is supposed to be for clarification of what's in the reports. So if it's having to do with the department, but it's not in the reports, then we need to really talk to the department directly or go have it added to the agenda, because it's not fair to, we can't make decisions on it, we just need clarification on what's in the reports here. So we're not supposed to make decisions on new topics or items, but anyway, just a reminder, so any further discussion on the reports? Any questions on the reports? Richard?
I'll
on the
start,
narrative.
I'll start with our fire chief. What was the mileage on the unit that you sent in for remount?
I don't know.
The rough estimate.
I can get that to you, 200 and some thousand. Yeah.
If you're interested to know what the mileage was.
Yeah, we're tracking it, we have it, I just got a lot going on up here right
I'm aware of that.
now. Anything else?
That's all I have.
Any other questions on the reports? All those in favor of the reports, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Reports are approved. Moving on to the general item, number 18, approval of the application of Class Beer fermented malt beverage license and Class C wine license for Amy's Hub at 1103 Superior Avenue.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. So I have a motion to approve in a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. Item number 19, approval temporary Class B wine and Class B beer license application by the Toma Baseball Club for the baseball night out on March 7th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 20, approval of the temporary Class B beer license and Class B wine beverage license application from Families First of Monroe County for their event, Families First Trivia Night on March 14th.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 21, approval application for appointment of successor agent for Aldi number 52 at 1844 North Superior Avenue, Tomo, Wisconsin.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a